Let's have a big round of applause for our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Greg Jones!
Thank you, Glenn, and thank you very much, everyone. That's very nice. It's just such an honor to be able to kick off the first annual, hopefully, the first annual Flying Pig Parade here in Gainesville, Florida. It's going to be a porcupine processional like no other on the planet. They may have their magic ball in Times Square in New York, but they got nothing on us because we've got a pig. Okay, so everybody, we're here to have fun today. It's a complicated event because there are a lot of spectacular acts that will come through here. We'll be coming right through this corridor here and moving up that street, so you all have to part the seas for the great magic to flow through, but we'll be moving here in a couple of seconds. We've got some other people to introduce to start the parade, and but I'm just very honored and privileged to be here, and I thank Glenn and Ward and all of the volunteers for all of their work to get here, to get everybody here. And it's obvious the freaks have come out of the closet, so thank you. Yeah, so thanks for being here. We wouldn't be here, however, without not just all the volunteer hours and all of the efforts put in by them, but all of the sponsors, and it's my privilege to list them for you right now. They are, of course, first and foremost, the city of Gainesville, Florida. There we go. The Gainesville Community Reinvestment Area, the Florida Coalition for Peace and Justice. They're connected with the Grand Marshals, of course. The family of our former mayor, David Flagg, and Visit Gainesville, Alachua County, and our many individual private donors, some of which remain anonymous because they wanted to see how this thing turns out. No, it'll be great. It'll be great, and I'm sure they're glad to be sponsoring. We have so many special guests today for the parade, and let me introduce you to a couple of them right now. The parade is a cousin to Glenn Terry's Mango Strut Parade, which originated in Coconut Grove, Florida in 1982. And when Glenn transplanted himself up here, he brought a hybrid of that parade with him, and here we are. Today is the hybrid of the King Mango Strut Parade. It's been marching every year in Coconut Grove since 1982, and here is King Mango! King Mango, do you have anything to say to the crowd?
We need a little more peace out here.
Yeah, everybody get some peace before you leave, please. We've been through a lot. Everybody in this gathering has been through a lot in the last couple of years, 3 or 4 years, including COVID-19. One person that has led us through the morass that was COVID, and we're still on that journey. Let's give it up for somebody who helped us through that, the inimitable pandemic hero, Dr. Tony Fauci. There he is. Tony's been on a diet. He's lost a lot of weight since he was serving on camera. You look great, Tony. Thanks a lot for being here. And by the way, you know, he's not only lost some weight, but he's put on some height, and so he's kind of a giant Tony Fauci, and he also has a giant syringe if anybody would like to get vaccinated. He'll be on hand for that. Does anybody, thank you, Tony, big hand for Tony Fauci. Does anybody remember that recent holiday we had called Christmas? Yeah. Notice how I did the Porky Pig thing? So if you remember it, then it wouldn't have been able to happen without this fabulous power couple. So please welcome Daddy and Mrs. Claus. hiding in the crowd. You didn't see them. Yeah. There they are. Daddy and Mrs. Claus. So I'm just curious, all of your work is over now. I mean, you've delivered all the packages, you've made it. Yeah, so you're going to the beach or what? What's going on? Thanks for all you've done for everybody for Christmas. Yeah. Daddy and Mrs. Claus, and you couldn't hear it, but when I asked Daddy Claus for a comment, all he could say was, ho, 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 ho. So, that's Turbo and Terry, ladies and gentlemen. So, now it's my pleasure to introduce another gentleman who is near and dear to the hearts of Gainesville for all of his contributions on stage and on the page. Most of you know that Alachua County has its own poet laureate, and he is right here with us today, and he's going to introduce the band and some other parts of the parade. Please welcome Gainesville's own E. Stanley Richardson, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, Gainesville? Oh my, pigs flying. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much, Glenn, for inviting me. And it is my pleasure, my honor to introduce the Grand Marshals of today's Gainesville's first Flying Pig Parade.
That's right.
It is the first one.
That's right.
Will there be more?
Yes.
Many more? Okay. Before we get started, are there any pig poetry or pig poems? Did anybody write a pig poem? A flying pig poem?
What you got? Next year.
Next year. Well, it is my pleasure to introduce one of my favorite couples throughout the global South, definitely in Alachua County and Gainesville. That is the dynamic duo, Sheila Payne and Dr. Paul Ortiz. Where are you guys? Come on up, Grand Marshals for the parade today. You have an evergreen going on the top of your head. Did you know that? Oh, okay. Well, these two are one of my favorite couples. And it's been a pleasure over the years working with you. Without you doing all your labor work, your advocacy, your social justice. I know Dr. Ortiz, I can't help but call him Dr. Ortiz. He tells me to call him all the time, but Dr. Ortiz is one with the Samuel Parker Oral History Program. He's done so much, and I'm gonna. You can Google it, both of them. They're like the work you've done in Immokalee with the farmers, your work you do with the Labor Coalition, and also the Vets for Peace. And the peace poetry event we have every year. You know, I'm passionate about poetry, so that's really cool when all the kids come out and they write poetry. That's really cool, peace poems. Anyway, I'm going to get out of the way and hand the mic over to you guys. You want to say something for the crowd?
I want to start with the chant, okay? The chant is very simple. It is keep Gainesville weird, okay? Keep Gainesville weird. Keep Gainesville weird. Keep Gainesville weird. Keep Gainesville weird. Okay, so we've never done the Grand Marshal thing, so I just had to start out by also thanking a person whose vision really, you know, Glenn started talking about this event months and months and months ago, and when he would talk to us about it, what are you talking about? But look at us all here, so let's all give Glenn a round of applause. So Sheila is going to speak in a couple minutes. I never would make the mistake of trying to speak for Sheila, but I can just say that we both love this town. Gainesville is so odd. Gainesville is the place where woke goes to live. Right? Gainesville is a place that honors and celebrates and has a good time with inclusion, diversity, and welcoming, right? Gainesville is a place that believes that working class people should be able to make a decent living wage, right? Okay? Gainesville is a place that believes in nonviolence and peace, right? Okay? So, our brother Stan mentioned Veterans for Peace. Sheila and I are both proud members of Gainesville Veterans for Peace. We have these shirts, cease fire, right? I want us to chant a little bit. Cease fire, cease fire, cease fire. We believe in more peace in Gainesville, but we also, that means connecting to what's happening. The terrible war in Gaza needs to end now. Now. That's why we need a ceasefire, right? And just in kind of, closing and thinking about this, we are leaving Gainesville, but believe me, we're going to continue to be involved in the struggles in keeping Gainesville weird. Keeping Gainesville a place that's inclusive for all people. Keeping Gainesville a place where you can fly a rainbow flag, right? Keeping Gainesville a place where people are honored in their diversity and in their many different identities and everything that goes with it. And above all, keeping Gainesville a place that's going to continue the Flying Pig Parade, right?
Well, I just want to say, it was mentioned about the peace poetry and the peace scholarship. The hardest part of it is getting people to know about it. So watch out for it. It will still continue at Veterans for Peace, and come visit us if it happens.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you again for this great honor. We'll try to continue marshaling. Sheila said that's enough, so I'm going to cut it right there. Thank you.
All right, give him a hand. This is going to be, you guys, this last, holiday season here in Gainesville. It's going to be difficult to fill your shoes. We'll do our best to do that and definitely keep Gainesville weird.
I'm doing my part.
Very weird. You guys are weird. There is also not only the Flying Pig Parade, but today is Bo Diddley's birthday. So after we do the parade thing, we're going to convene right here at the stage. And we're gonna have a birthday party with the band. Showtime, great band. So don't go anywhere. After we march the parade thing, and we're gonna go right here to the plaza, and we're gonna jam for a little while and sing "Happy Birthday" to Bo Diddley. Okay? And I'm gonna get back to Mr. Greg.
Oh no! Oh, the music.
Thank you, E. Stanley. E. Stanley Richardson, ladies and gentlemen. Or as I like to call him, Stan.
Stan the man.
Stan. Thank you so much, and thanks to the Grand Marshals for kicking us off. And we're about to do just that. I mentioned earlier that Times Square has their magic mirror ball that they drop at midnight tomorrow night, but they don't have no pig, and we got a pig. And we're about to drop it, and that's the official beginning of the parade that will come right down this corridor. Everybody that's standing over here, just I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and turn around and then open your eyes, and you'll see a hovering object above your head. I'd also like to thank 3 of our other volunteers, Ward Shelley, Richard Wagner, Jeff Wade. Those people are over here hovering this beautiful flying pig. And he's been flying around Gainesville all night, but now he's about ready to drop. This is what will become known as the famous pig drop. Yeah, so in order to drop the pig and start the parade, we're going to do a countdown. Is everybody with us? Okay, we're gonna start from 100. Just kidding. No, we'll start at 10. We're going to start at 10 and count down in unison. If anyone's out of sync, you'll be asked to leave the parade. Here we go. Ready for the drop. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The pig has dropped! That is a beautiful pig. This is Ward Shelley, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of the commandeers of the Flying Pig, and over there is Jeff Wade and Richard Wagner, of course, two pig professionals. And now it's time to begin the parade. Here we go with this is the banner, the Flying Pig Parade banner, and it's being carried by Foley and Fargo, Altman Harris. We thank you both for bearing the banner today to begin the first ever Flying Pig Parade. Let us commence. You may walk. And next, we proudly present the Grand Marshals who are coming along, Dr. Paul Ortiz and Sheila Payne. Well, we've seen at least two flying pigs already, Drone Pig and the Pig Drop. But we have an oinker from the multiverse somewhere. Is Super Swine there? There's Super Swine! Yeah. All the way from the multiverse.
Wow.
Yeah. And Super Swine can bust a move. Yeah. There you go. There you go. That's a poppin' pig right there. That's something you don't see every day, and there's going to be a lot of that. And next up, the Star Center Theater is one of Gainesville's premier training grounds for talent all around the region. And with us today, we have the baton twirlers and flag corps of the Star Center Theater. Their director is on the golf cart, Ms. Poinsettia Green. Poinsettia Green on the golf cart. Let's have a round of applause for Mrs. Green and the Star Center Theater. Well, if those aren't the cutest bunch of Santas I've ever seen, I don't know. That was great. Is Bill Hutchinson here? Bill? There he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, I've known Bill Hutchinson for a lot longer than I can even count. Here he is, leading up the Theater of Memory. The Theater of Memory, which began in High Springs, Florida, and now has been transplanted to Northwest 6th Street, which you can visit anytime. Just call Bill and get an appointment. Bill Hutchinson at the Theater of Memory. Bill also heads up the Vets for Peace concert every single year. He's been doing it for 50 years. Bill Hutchinson and the Museum of Memory. If you haven't been to the Museum of Memory, really check it out. It's an amazing collection. Bill collected everything in there, and he's always excited to show it. Coming up next, when we started planning this parade, the city told us no pigs allowed. So instead, we brought a dog that looks like a pig. This is Emmett the Pig, ladies and gentlemen. This is his owner, Jim, and this is Emmett the Pig, which looks almost like a dog. That's Jim with Emmett the Pig. And ladies and gentlemen, these two next performers I'm really good friends with. I have known George forever, and I've known Griffin, his partner, forever. This is Dragon Box Theater, ladies and gentlemen. George O'Brien and Griffin Wolf. Look at that. That's Griffin on the stilts. That's George with the marionette. They perform all over Alachua County, including the Hogtown Medieval Fair and Heartwood Soundstage. Everywhere you can see them. Next up is the Freak Island Clown Band. When was the last time you saw a clown marching band? Come on. Really? Here they come. The Freak Island Clown Band. This is the Magical Misfit Clown Band. Who knew? There they are. They are not clowning around. They are serious about this. The Misfit Clown Band, ladies and gentlemen. Here they are. Marching into the future of the Flying Pig Parade. And next up, I know that this is for real. It's not just the name, but girls really do just want to have fun. Come on out. Girls just want to have fun. There they are. And they are having fun. They just want to, and doggone it, they are. Look, they've got pigs. There's pigs right there. Oh, look out. Riding pig. Next year we're going to have a live pig rodeo. People riding giant pigs. It's going to be awesome. That's Girls Just Want to Have Fun, ladies and gentlemen. There they are. You know, here in Florida we have a governor that likes to ban books, ban free speech, ban clothing, ban transgender folks. They ban a lot of stuff, but he also bans books. Not to mention Disney and Black history and everything else. This next entry is a musical group that when they're not blowing their kazoos, they actually read those books. So please welcome the Band Book Band. The Band Book Band. And they've got the titles and the book covers right with them. Read those banned books. There they are. The Band Book Band. And coming up next, I was a member of this community for over a decade doing Punch and Judy out at the fair with my partner Josh Letterman, and they're still going, but unfortunately they have recently lost their home at the fairgrounds, the place that they lived and worked for 40 some years out at the fair, because that property's been appropriated. So we welcome with a warm round of applause and a warm heart the Hogtown Fair Homeless. Here they are. They have no home. They have no home. All they need is 90 acres and a mule. I mean, no, just 90 acres. If they have 90 acres, if anybody out there has land that you would love to feed the spirit of Gainesville with, talk to them and give them a home. That's the Hogtown Homeless. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, number 11 out of 87 acts. No, just kidding. The Hawk, Dr. Fauci Fan Club is next. He looks a lot smaller on TV, but he is the hero of our recent COVID pandemic. He's actually 9 feet tall, and the fan club has asked their hero to come down here for the parade. So here he is with his adoring appreciators. This is the Dr. Fauci Fan Club. They dig science. So do we. Thank you, Doctor. And as I mentioned earlier, if anybody wants a jab, he's got a gigantic hypodermic in his car.
Thank you, Dr. Fauci.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very pleased to have music at this event today. You've already heard some in the pre-show. You're gonna hear a great band coming up in a little while. Coming up next is the Head Stash Band.
Ooh, my kind of group.
The Head Stash Band is isolated off stage in a soundproof booth.
Oh.
They won't be able to join us today, unfortunately.
Everyone has
Yeah,
to
No.
yeah.
This band can drive out.
We got it.
They're going to be driving out here shortly. The Head Stash Band is already on their wagon, their trailer, as they're going to be moving through the parade. They are cranking up the vehicle as I speak. And here it is, the Ram 1500. There it is with the Head Stash Band. Listen to that. Everybody just boogie a little bit as they roll by, right? Ah, yeah, let's get that flying big groove going. Come on with it. Good God Almighty. Come on. Yeah. There they go. Come on. There's the Head Stash Band, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Coming up next, we've seen dinosaurs around Gainesville recently. I don't know how they got into the perimeter of Alachua County, but they're here, and they're here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Dinosaurs Gone Wild. Oh. There they are, a bunch of wild dinosaurs. Whoa, don't get too close, kids. Don't get too close. They are wild animals. And yeah, careful. They all have inflated egos.
Oh, the emergency guy. Woo!
There are so many reasons to be proud of Gainesville, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great place to live. It's an inclusive community. We have great arts. We have the Hippodrome State Theater. We have the Crosstown Repertory Theater, the Star Center Theater. We have great concerts, but it also shares another designation, which is this is a bee city. That means that we have made a concerted effort to grow pollinators around this community to attract bees and keep the ecosystem in order. Please welcome Bee City, USA! Yeah.
Be that.
Don't get too close, you'll get a buzz.
Oh, a buzz!
You know, our next guest, we were a little bit worried when somebody wanted to put an animal in the show, even though we already had dinosaurs. But we were a little concerned when a donkey filled out an application. But here they are. It's Donna Kay, the dancing donkey. And we asked her early on if she had any apprehension about being here, and she said she was just afraid of making an ass out of herself. So that was on the sheet. I didn't make that up.
Who wrote that?
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the Morris Dancers. Morris Dancing. Morris Dancing is an ancient form of folk dancing that goes back over 500 years. Here's Gainesville's premier old school mother country dance group getting down with their dancing. Love the bells. Coming up next, our Universalist Unitarian Church is up the creek today with their kayak paddle and drill team. Please welcome the Up the Creek Paddlers. Oh, nice. Look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
And they choreographed that just for the parade. They put that together just today. Beautiful. Obviously a kayak ritual.
It's very cute.
Beautiful.
Woo! You know, it's funny, like, all these people are so, they all got it, they all got to, they're so into it, and they all kind of got what it is, because, like, yeah, the weirdness. Like,
That's a kayak paddle and drill team right there, ladies and gentlemen. There they are. And look how cool they are, and they don't even need their kayaks. There you go. Next up, Terry's Flying Pig Puppet. Terry, the 11th Road fabric artist, is marching today with her own creation, a flying pig puppet named Martha. Hello, Martha. Hello, Martha. How are you? So good to see you. Have a wonderful flight.
oh, that's so funny. And it's working. I don't know.
Well, here's a new one. There's a game that the French have invented called Putank. Putank! Excuse me! I tried to pronounce it. Putank. This is a game played with
Oh, yeah.
5 balls.
I have.
5-pound balls, and they will be demonstrating by bouncing those balls very close to your spectators' feet. So, yeah, be careful. The balls only weigh 20 pounds each. Cannonballs. Gainesville's Putan Club, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you might have seen Star Trek, but in my house, we really like pigs in space. Captain Piggy would order Lieutenant Strangeport to accelerate the hyperdrive, and well, we've got him here today anyway. Let's shoot for the moon now with our own version of pigs in space. They're still up there! You can barely see them with the naked eye. No, they're still hovering. They may be here any minute. In the meantime, we're going to move on to the International Dance Club. They say dancing keeps you young, and they do this all over the world. Come on out, guys. Gainesville International Folk Dancers, ladies and gentlemen. There they are. Up. They're dancing. How many people in Florida, how many people that are here go on nature hikes sometimes? Yeah, this is a wonderful place. This area is just full of great trails, great springs, of course. The state of Florida has only over 1,500 miles of trails, including the Florida Trail that traverses the entire state. This Florida Trail Association helps maintain those trails. They clean them up, they clean them after storms, they keep them ready for you all to hike. So please give it up for the Florida Trail Association, ladies and gentlemen. And they're hiking right now on the parade. Well, our next group is not necessarily the hiking type. They like to read, but they're generally noisy. This is Noisy Women Quietly Reading. Noisy Women Quietly Reading. They use their inside voice. Listen, you can hear the pages turn. You can barely hear them. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Okay, here are Gainesville's Smooth Flavor Dancers. Oh yeah. Humbug. Smooth. Okay. Okay. Sorry. The Smooth Flavor Dancers, ladies and gentlemen. Equal pay now. This is the American Association of University Women. In this country's universities, women educators are paid less than 85% of the male version of that wage, despite the fact that they're equally qualified. We know what's wrong, and the American Association of University Women have been fighting for women's and girls' rights in academia since 1881. Today, we have a few of their membership, the membership which is 17,000 strong throughout the country. There they are, the American Association of University Women, ladies and gentlemen. Many of you probably know about the unsightly dump in southeast Gainesville, and I'm not talking about my house. I mean the dump where they dump toxic waste into the southeast area of this country. It's unsightly, of this county. It's unsightly, smelly, and threatens groundwater. The local chapter of the Sierra Club is asking you to join the fight and stop the dumping in southeast Gainesville. Let's support every effort and all of Gainesville to make this a better place to live. Here they are. Don't dump on us.
I like your words, by the way, early, man. I'm Greg James Perry. Okay, yes, sir. Okay. The man behind the man. Porky. Porky, that's me. Yes. Porky, you're making me crazy. I'm trying not to hold my line like it.
Right behind you there. Cover it up, please. Can you cover it up? Oh, we gotta keep it higher than the tree line. Forget it. We're just gonna have to keep moving.